that song?
No, you could get drafted. You're almost 18.
Born,
May
silver
1st.
spoon in hand. I would love to get drafted.
No, you don't.
I think that it would have fixed a lot of my issues I have mentally. To get drafted, I mean, I think it wouldn't be fun. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing fun about it, but like,
Can't
to
women
be
get
in
drafted
the
out too?
shit 25. Yeah, they could. I think.
Oh, it's so bad.
Why is that bad?
It's not bad. I just
Oh, next topic. Why is that bad?
I just feel bad. Like, say if you're a girl and don't want to get drafted.
I mean,
I'm a guy. I don't want to
well,
get
there's a
drafted.
guy.
right?
Exactly, there's guys that don't want to be drafted. Equal rights comes equal responsibilities. I think a lot of women are against this, but women we realize even if they're not as physically strong as men, okay, we could still use them because a lot of times women are smarter than men, so they could be They could be on repairs. They could be on developing technology. Medics.
Yeah.
They could be on They should be strategists. They could be other things. There's other roles for them to play in the military that doesn't involve just combat. Hell, even culinary roles, even though that might sound sexist. So I made sure to list all the other ones before I listed that one. But there's so many places for them in the military. They don't always have to be combat. Now, some fucking D1 basketball commit gets drafted into the military and she's like 6'5", you best believe I'm handing you an AK. You're going out there and you're fighting. Like, come on.
That's very good points. Very good points. Would you say now, like this might sound a little sexist,
Oh, here we go.
stereotypical, but would you say there's going to be more men in the battlefield per se compared to women?
Probably, yeah.
Right.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Women are more skilled at men than some things, and men are more skilled at women at some things. Women.
Most people realize this though. It's just.
It's hard to say. It's really hard to admit.
It's like a fine line.
Yeah, because that doesn't mean men are flat out better than women. That's not true at all. All right. Hell, you could even argue that women are like intellectually, when it comes to emotionally, they can be more intelligent on average and more understanding of other people. So if there's any argument to be made, it would actually be the other way around, the way I see it. But
it's all just.
I don't think either sex is superior. If you're gonna make an argument about that, you're like, all right, well, let's all pack up. You got no seed. You guys are dead. Like, that's pretty much how it works. So like, it's not a battle of the sexes here. So what were you saying?
You nailed it.
I mean, so what I'm trying to say is like, women in the battlefield. That's not the best thing for women. That's not the best thing for the men. Not the best thing for strategy. It'd be better to have them fill other roles that they might be able to perform better than their male counterparts.
I like that. It's a very fair take on the whole situation.
Yeah.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think, going down to statistics now, going more on that side of things, if say, for example, we did have a draft, do you think more women would avoid the draft than men? And what do you think, women would get away with it more than men, or would it be vice versa, or all the way around? What do you think about that?
I don't think draft dodging is going to be, if there was a draft, I don't know if it would be strictly as enforced today as it was back in the 40s, shit like that.
Let's say if we send out a lot of, I don't know, a letter, like a draft letter, I'll say, I don't know what the proper name is, to say 100 million people, but we only need 50 million. Do you think they do that on purpose then? For people that draft dodge and then.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what they would do. They would probably expect a number to have the most limited amount of cases possible of people who draft dodge, because if you start harshly punishing them, people are going to come out on Twitter against it. People are going to start protesting more. It's a different age today. I mean, I'm not saying people didn't protest back then. Of course they did.
But that's our rights.
They're more vocal and they're more.
But that's the thing is, we
heard and understood today.
We're a free country, but we have to do our duty when it's called. Other countries require their citizens to be part of the military for X amount of years in order to become a citizen and to be free rights.
And I think that.
So you really think people will protest, but what will the government do about that? Well, you really think it'll be less strict? Just a fine you'd get, or thrown in prison for a few months, or what? What do you think the punishments would be?
Could be fined. Could be thrown in prison. I think prison might not be well received by the general public, but
But it's a duty you gotta serve your country if you're
it
gonna
is.
call
It is. Hey, I'm not against it. Like sometimes you need a draft,
I'm
but
just saying no counterpart argument. I'm just saying like
there is an argument, but you gotta admit like you could see where other people are coming from. Like you could end up going someplace that you didn't sign up to be by the land of the free and ended up getting shot in the face. So
it's very true. But again, when you're a citizen, you gotta do it. If you get
it
called,
doesn't say it in the Constitution.
I don't know what it says in the Constitution or not.
There's not a amendment in the Constitution that
I just
says
know it's a law or something.
it's a law.
Because if we don't sign up, for
It's
the
an
draft,
American a law that I'm not saying it's unconstitutional
it's
because
punishable.
it doesn't necessarily go against anything in the Constitution, but it's
So you think
not.
people would get away with it then?
I think people would get away with it if
So
they were to appeal it all the way to Supreme Court. Let's say it makes the final ruling on whether things on anything Constitution, something based like that. They could say this violates a constitutional right if they're able to find one. I'm not really thinking of any like off the top of my head that would violate.
My next question is then,
Maybe maybe like if the punishments are fair, they could say harsh punishments. I think that's Amendment 8, like undue punishments. No man should be harshly punished. Like they don't want
So
you chopping off a hand for
just like a
stealing a
fine?
candy
Do
bar.
you think they just get a fine then?
Probably, yeah.
But then, do you think only a certain group of people would that could afford like a very good lawyer would only do that, or
Not anybody would do it. I think those are the people that would get off, just like everything else in the country when it comes to the justice system.
so
But
money equals escape?
yeah,
Money equals pretty much everything.
it's basically like one of them free games. You got the public defendant. That's the free version. Go to the store, you could upgrade to the $5.99 version, right? That's like the middle class lawyer. Or for the big boys, they could get one of them upper class, Wall Street boys for about $19.99, and then you buy that, and then
the best
and
in
the
line.
Sims, you're getting off every single charge. What you killed 4 children in a DUI accident? Oh, no, you're good because you have the $19.99